Every year at desktime, we pull out which countries have had the most productive people working in them. Because we have hundreds of thousands of users all around the world, we have a ton of data to rely on. And this year's data is in. These are the 10 world's most productive countries in 2021. All right, let's start with the second category, the 5 to 10 category. In number 10, we have got Japan. In number 9, we have the United States. In number 8, we have Turkey. In number 7, we have Malta. In number 6, we have Costa Rica. Here we're seeing a few countries that are maybe a bit of a surprise and some that aren't much of a surprise. So we're seeing the United States as number 9 in our top 10 list. And there's really no surprise there with the very predominant hustle culture, a lot of the entrepreneurialism. It comes as no surprise that we're seeing that people working in the US are showing high levels of productivity and putting a lot of work in. Now, before we go on, let me define what we're looking at. So right now, we are considering productivity, the amount of time that they're spending during work hours actually doing work-related things. Unproductive person in this case would be that during work hours, they're doing whatever else, watching cat videos on YouTube or, I don't know, chatting with colleagues or something like this. So that's simply how the data works and how it's been calculated. In our 10th place, we have Japan, and this doesn't surprise me at all. Japan has been at the top of our list several times over and over again. We're seeing that in Japanese work culture, there's a lot of hierarchy. You as an employee should be arriving at the office before your boss and should only be leaving after your boss leaves. So the lower down you're at the hierarchy, the longer time you're spending at the office. And apparently these people are also spending a very good portion of that time actually doing work-related things. Of course, there are minuses with that. This also leads to a lot of burnout, and you can read lots of materials online about work culture in Japan, but it's interesting that our data seems to be supporting that. Then we've got Turkey, Malta, and Costa Rica. So we've got Turkey and Malta in somewhat similar geographic areas. I don't know a ton of their work culture, but if you're from Turkey or Malta, please comment and let us know what it's like. And then we've got Costa Rica, which is a Latin American country, and spoiler alert, Latin American countries will be highly featured in our top 5. So I might not dive into that right now. But before we go further, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like these. All right, let's get back to it. Instead, let's go and talk about and identify our top 5 most productive countries. So in number 5, we have Uruguay. Number 4th most productive country, we have Poland. Number 3, El Salvador. Number 2, Australia. And number 1, Argentina. So let's talk about these Latin American countries. So we've got Argentina in the very first place as most productive. Then we've got El Salvador in 3rd, Uruguay, Costa Rica taking up 4 of the top 6 positions. So this is very interesting, and we looked into why this might be. And from our research, we learned that Latin America has actually been, on a global study, identified as the best regions to work in terms of employee happiness, a collaborative environment, and also a very high trusting environment. So employees are trusted to do their best, and they seem to be thriving if we see that they are working super productively. And then we also have Poland on that list, and as well as Australia. And Australia, potentially similar characteristics as the US, the work and the hustle culture. Number 1 most productive country, Argentina. Are you surprised?